Welcome back, y'all, to another episode of Penny for Your Thoughts. It's your boy Chuck. Got my boy Who Kid here with me.
What's going on, y'all?
And we back with Ring Talk.
Can I offer you a penny for your thoughts?
In this episode of Ring Talk, we're talking about a boxing card that just happened this past weekend. It was a great card, man. Showtime been putting together some great cards,
I
man.
can agree with that.
You had Adrien Broner versus Jesse Vargas. That was the headline. You had Jermall Charlo versus Centron. You see what happened to him.
Yeah.
We're gonna get into that, and then you have Gervonta Davis getting another title against Cellular. But before we get into that, I'm gonna need for y'all to hit that subscribe button and that bell icon so you guys can be notified when we dropping our next videos.
Right there, B.
That's a fact. Hit that bell, bing, and then you be notified when we dropping our next videos. But forget about all that, man. Let's jump into this video. On the real, for real.
Yeah.
Showtime is kicking HBO ass, man.
100%.
100%.
100%.
Like
HBO only has Daniel Jacobs.
That's it, man.
That's it.
They have nobody else. How did you go from being the top dog to like ESPN got better cards than you guys, man?
That's a fact.
Like I don't understand,
But
man.
ESPN is working with De La Hoya.
Yeah, they working with De La Hoya, and they also got Top Rank too at the same time.
Yeah, exactly. And Top Rank don't got no slow. They got some.
Yeah, nah. They definitely got some great fighting, and they got Terrence Crawford, of course.
Yep.
They got Lomachenko, of course.
Yep.
So, you know, but with that being said, speaking of Lomachenko, man, we got somebody who's in a similar weight class to him. Gervonta Davis, man. He just had a fight, man. He became champion again. I guess what's the dude name, man?
Oh, nobody?
Yeah, nobody of
Wi-Fi?
Of Cellular.
Oh, Wi-Fi. No Wi-Fi.
Yeah, no Wi-Fi. Cellular.
Right.
Yeah, him. That guy, man. He looked game. It looked like he was coming to fight, man. But once he felt that Gervonta Davis power, man, that Gervonta Davis power,
Something special.
It's different.
Something special. We know Gervonta Davis is a great fighter.
That's a fact.
We know he's gonna dominate that weight class.
Right.
But the reality is, he fought nobody this weekend. We know, fine. He got the title back, which that was some nonsense. We're not gonna discuss that. What happened there? Because he shouldn't have been fighting Cellular. How did Cellular come out of nowhere? He's the #1 contender. We're not gonna talk about that.
Crazy.
Gervonta, you did a great job. You handled your business. You went in there. You handled it like a champion. We respect that. And you're the best in that weight class. I want to see you and Lomachenko.
Yeah, man, that's the one, man. Lomachenko got a tough fight coming up, man, against Lenore. This is definitely Lomachenko's, best opponent in the ring, man.
I agree.
It has to be, man. We thought Rigondeaux was gonna give him a bigger fight, but then we all seen him in the ring. Rigondeaux was just too little. He was just too little.
I agree with
fighting
that.
with Lomachenko, man.
I tell you, Tank has the power. Tank has the power to get through the fight. Tank handled his business this weekend. He did what he was supposed to do. He got the title back.
Right.
Well, he got his, a title back. But I don't think that wasn't the guy.
That wasn't the guy he should have been fighting.
That wasn't the guy, man. That wasn't the guy. Definitely not. Cellular, great. It takes courage to get into the ring.
Definitely.
I respect all the fighters that
gets
in the ring. Because at any point you can lose your life.
To be a boxer, period.
It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work, a lot of dedication.
Definitely.
You gotta respect that. But the talent just didn't match up. It just didn't match up. Tank was too much for him.
Way too much.
Too much for him.
Way
man.
too much.
Way too much for him.
Too much. Once he let me, body shot. He put him down with a body shot. The first knockdown was a body shot.
And
put him down
clean.
with that. Clean.
Straight
to the body. Put him down. Then he turned around and caught him with that hook. That right hook that he throws, man. Oh my God.
And we got this is the thing. He fought Pedraza last time for the title, and he demolished Pedraza.
Definitely.
And everybody thought that it was gonna be a better fight than what it was, and he came in and improved.
Man. The young boy, man. Floyd got a star on his hands, man.
I agree with you.
If he could figure out a way to, keep him, focused on the straight path. Shout out to Mayweather Promotions.
Definitely.
Shout out to Linda Ellaby.
Definitely.
But you guys gotta figure out a way to keep him on the straight path, man. He's definitely a superstar.
He has to always make the weight, man.
Right, he has to make weight. He has to make sure he's on point.
Yeah.
He's making weight. He shouldn't have to drop too much weight for a championship fight, man.
That means he's not training as much as he should.
Right.
Again, I'm not in his shoes. I'm not him.
Right.
He goes in there. He handles his business. But the reality is that Tank Davis, if he stays on path and he's training hard and he's focused on boxing,
right,
he's the next superstar in boxing.
Yeah, man.
What I would like to see is if he was to go up in weight, what would happen? Because
he's gonna have to move up to 155 eventually. He's gonna have to go up there.
But
that's where the real smoke is at.
But do you think he'd be able to eventually? Maybe not now, but we're talking maybe Maybe as slow as Mayweather moved up and weight.
Right.
Do you think he'd be able to get to 147?
Well, he doesn't look like he has the stature to fight at 147. But the thing is, at 147, man, you got dudes there, man. At 140, he's gonna have a problem. At 135, he's gonna have a problem.
All right.
Lomachenko, you got Lomachenko. You got Linares.
Yeah.
You got Mikey Garcia.
Mikey Garcia is no joke.
You just seen what he did a couple weeks back. He ain't nobody to mess with.
He's no joke. No joke.
Mikey Garcia is a special talent.
I agree with that.
You got Robert Easton. Robert Easton
I
is
would
another.
like to see
He's
that.
another. That's a
I would love to see that.
I had seen some. I don't know if it's official yet, but they're gonna fight so they're gonna have a unification.
I would love to see that.
That's definitely gonna be a good fight,
love
man.
to see that.
But there's a lot of great fighters at 135 to 140. So, Gervonta Davis, stay at 130 as long as you can. Build your resume.
He's gonna have to
fight. He's gonna have to fight some more technical fighters so he can be used to fighting these technical fighters.
See, the thing is, they're gonna protect him. Mayweather's gonna protect him. He's Mayweather's golden child right now.
Definitely, 100%.
But he has to go up. He's gonna have to go up eventually.
Right.
And maybe he fights Lomachenko, and if he wins, I think he moves up. If he doesn't win,
he can stay there at 135 because Lomachenko is gonna be the one that's gonna move up anyway.
And that's how that's gonna work.
Right, definitely.
That's how it's gonna work. But they don't want no static.
Right.
Mikey Garcia up there.
Mikey's real.
Mikey's real, man.
He's definitely
Mikey's
a real one,
real.
man.
You
Mikey Garcia is one of my favorite fighters, man.
Mikey breathes, eats, sleeps boxing, bro.
Definitely 100%.
Boxing.
100%. Let's get we already spoke about this card. This fight. Let's get into the next knockout that happened, man.
Oh yeah.
Jermall Charlo puts out
Centron.
He
put on nobody again.
He put out.
So that's what it was.
Yeah.
Man. I sound a little biased, but it's like.
No, but that was the mandatory, man. Charlo had to fight him to get the belt. You see, he walked out there with the green belt.
Oh, he walked out with the green belt, but come on, the Charlo's both of them. But we're gonna talk about Jermall right now. He's special. Those guys are special. And the funny thing is that when I watch them, the way that they support each other, it's like they're in the ring together.
Right, yeah, definitely.
It's crazy.
It's both of them in the ring and they fight against one opponent, man. Definitely, man. It's good to see stuff like that, man. With families stick together. Man. In boxing, we know that in boxing that families don't normally stick together.
That's
man.
true.
We had the Floyd with his father.
Yep.
You had Roy Jones with his father.
Yep.
Just recently we only see the fathers sticking by their sons. You got Shawn Porter sticking by his father sticks by.
You got Danny Garcia and his father
sticks by him, man. It's good to see. It's good. Oh, you got Gary Russell Jr. His father is his trainer.
Right.
He sticks by him. Shout out to Gary. We forgot about Gary Russell.
Gary Russell's
he got a belt too.
No disrespect.
My fault, Gary. We forgot about you, Gary.
Man.
You know what I'm saying?
No disrespect.
But yeah, man. Like Charlo's is special, man.
Yeah,
there's some special kids, man.
He put him out early.
Got
him out of there. Strapped up.
Strap season.
You know what I'm saying? Strap season.
Hashtag strap season.
But again,
that was his. He
had the fight.
Yeah, right. He had no choice but to fight this guy.
We can't. There's no denying. There's no running around.
You gotta give it. He talking tough. He want the big name. He called out Triple G
100%. And let me tell
right
you,
after the knockout, after he put homeboy to sleep. First off.
Triple G don't want no step.
First off,
I'm just gonna throw that out there.
First off, man, this dude came in the ring and he had like the hair with the slick side. Bro, what are you doing? This is boxing, bro. What are you doing?
He looked like Enrique Iglesias.
He looked like he was gonna lose. He looked like he was gonna. I was like, there's no way he's gonna beat this animal. You look at Charlo.
Charlo looked like
he ready to kill somebody. And then you got this dude over here. He's like,
oh yeah.
Oh man, no way, man.
He's in a 5-year commercial.
How did he even become a number one contender? It's beyond me. But
listen, this is boxing, baby.
You seen what happened?
And Charlo's handled their business.
Definitely.
He called out Triple G.
And he's talking. He was talking crazy to Danny Jacobs. Danny Jacobs ran up on him live. Camera, he was talking. Charlo was talking crazy. Danny Jacobs ran up on him in the ball crazy. I heard you was talking.
Listen, man.
I heard you was talking.
I'll tell you this, man.
I heard you was talking.
The Miracle Man is something special.
Another special fighter.
Special, man. He got
even though he got that loss to Triple G, but that could have went either way, man.
I'll tell you this.
A lot of people had Danny Jacobs winning that fight by one fight, but you couldn't mess up that golden goose that was waiting at the end.
Of course.
The Canelo Triple G
of course.
You couldn't mess that up the first one, but the second one got messed up. But we're gonna talk about that in another video.
But let's even talk about that real quick. Daniel Jacobs and Triple G.
Right.
I didn't consider that a knockdown.
Well, no, but it shouldn't have been a knockdown.
He hit him with a punch, but he was off balance.
Right, yeah, right.
It was in the process of switching.
Right, switching.
He switched his stance and he got caught off balance. Anybody knows, anybody that watches boxing, anybody that's participated in any type of boxing, even if it's learning basics, you know when you're off balance, things happen.
Bad things happen. Right, exactly.
You know, but the Miracle Man is something special.
Definitely.
I would definitely like to see the Charlo maybe fight the Miracle Man.
Ooh.
But Miracle Man got to get through his next task. He got a task
coming
this
up.
Weekend. He fights this weekend.
Coming up, man.
But I would definitely like to see the Charlo. I don't know, man. I don't know if it was just because I'm a believer
of the Charlos.
Of the Charlos.
And then I believe. Great fight, man. That's definitely a 50. The only thing I would probably give Danny Jacobs over him is the experience.
I agree.
He has the experience, he has that championship pedigree and that experience. He fought a lot of champions.
I could agree.
You know what I'm saying? I give him that. And he's been through a lot more in life. So you know he's
a fighter.
Yeah, he has a little more morale. Like he's more. You know, he has more positive going on. Even when he speaks with, you know, he's mature, he's a businessman. He just made that big HBO move. HBO gave him the bag.
They had to.
They had nobody else. They gave him the bag. He took advantage of the bag. That's how you do it,
Get
man.
that money, baby.
Right there. Shout out to Al Heyman, because he makes sure everybody that's under his team is getting the bag, man. That's why these fighters feel like they ain't gotta fight nobody, you know what I'm saying? Because they get the bag regardless.
Right.
Like you look at Adrien Broner, no matter how many fights he lose, he's still gonna be getting the bag.
We'll talk about him in a minute.
Right, we're about to get into him in a minute, man. But the Charlos, man, special fighters, man.
I think that right now at that weight, 160, you obviously have Canelo suspended.
Right.
And then you have Danny Jacobs and you have Triple G.
Right.
I think that Triple G right now, obviously he's champion. He's ready. He's ready for war. And
champion. Hold on, but who's this guy? He's fighting again. What's his name?
He's fighting nobody too.
Yeah, like why would you take that fight, man?
But he
like,
had no choice. What are you gonna do? Like
he could have. Danny Jacobs, I just seen an interview today. Danny Jacobs said he was willing to give his opponent some step aside money, and he was already training already. They could have did the May 5th fight.
All right. So he would have did that. Now he loses. And then now he loses. No. Now Triple G would have lost.
But then Canelo 2 fight.
No Canelo 2.
That might not never happen.
That's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. It'll happen.
It has to happen.
It has to happen. It's gonna happen. And that's gonna be his scapegoat.
Right.
For a little while. 100%. Until the people get tired and it's like, all right, you need to just man it up.
Right.
We see how they lined my son Andre Ward up, so he couldn't fight him.
That's for another video.
True champion.
Man. True champion. Facts.
But again, the Charlo called him out. Jermall Charlo called him out. He's ready to go to war. He's ready for Triple G.
He said he's ready for. He's
ready for anybody.
So you know, what I'm saying, we looking forward to those fights, man. I think 160 is looking live right now. 160 is looking live right now.
It's getting better.
It's looking live right now. They got a lot of live wires at 160, man. A lot of 154 fighters moved up to 160
because they don't have a choice.
You got Boo Boo Andres is there, even though he don't fight that much, but he's a fighter that a lot of people are shook up. That's another fight that I think him and the Charlo Jamal should get together and they should make that fight happen, man.
I think the next fight that's gonna happen though, if Daniel Jacobs is able to win this fight this Saturday, what's gonna happen is I think he'll fight the Charlo. Because Danny Jacobs has already shown and proved that he's not scared of anybody.
Yeah, definitely. That's a fact.
He's ready to go.
100%. The Miracle Man. Beat cancer.
The Miracle Man. Beat cancer. You know what I'm saying? And he's not scared.
Right.
So, you know, Triple G is going to give us the run around. You know what I'm saying? He's going to put his running shoes on for a little while. And I no disrespect to Triple G. He's a great fighter. But when we saw him step into the ring with a true 160 fighter and Daniel Jacobs, there was no.
Not all those bums he been fighting all those years.
Exactly. And the power.
It didn't matter.
It didn't matter at that. It didn't matter.
Nope. So true 160 fighter.
What I think is the next fight. I think the Charlo, Jermall Charlo is gonna end up fighting Daniel Jacobs.
Okay.
If Daniel Jacobs wins this fight on Saturday, and even if he loses, because for me, I don't see him losing. I don't know how he can lose this weekend.
Nah, I don't see him losing. He's fighting undefeated fighter from Russia.
But he's gonna handle that.
Right.
He's gonna handle that. My money's on the Miracle Man.
Gotta bet the house on the Miracle Man.
All day, every day.
You're smart.
You know what I mean? All day, every day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But Charlo did what he had to do this
He did what
week.
he had to do, man.
Handled
So
the
right
business, got the title,
strap season.
ready to go. It's nothing more to talk about.
Another good fight that was on that card. You got the Adrien Broner versus Jesse Vargas fight, man.
That was a good fight.
Definitely was a great fight, man. I'm not gonna lie, I was at the edge of my seat the whole fight. Except for the first 4 rounds, Broner was bullshit.
No hands.
No, not letting your hands go. When your trainer tell you to let your hands go.
Punches?
Nah, he was bullshit.
He threw some punches, man.
He
But
threw-
Jesse out
He was outboxing.
He was outboxing.
Yeah, right.
He didn't outbox him. He was outpunching him. He was more active.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? And because he was more active, he threw almost 3 times as much punches as Broner threw in those first 4 rounds. After that, Broner got comfortable. Started letting his hands go.
Jab. He landed a couple of them uppercuts. Them uppercuts was taking life out of Jesse Vargas.
But what was he doing though? He was throwing 1-2 punch combinations. His corner kept telling him,
right.
Don't let your hands go. Like, be first.
Definitely. You gotta be first.
You gotta be first.
Right.
If you're not first, you're gonna lose.
Right. And Jesse Vargas was putting in a lot of good work to the body. He was hitting
100%.
Adrien Broner to the body.
Gotta slow him down. Adrien Broner was too. They both had speed.
Right.
But Adrien Broner is, we know he's a special talent. He took this training camp very seriously.
Very serious, definitely.
He put the work in. He did what he had to do. But the reality is, he didn't let his hands go for the first 4 rounds.
Right.
That's what slowed him down.
Right.
That's what hurt him. I say
like that's the reason why the fight was a draw, pretty much.
100%.
Because Adrien Broner, he turned it up. He turned it up and started working.
That ninth round? That ninth round was something special.
Like, I ain't see him let it go like that since he was at 130, 135.
Since he was reigning.
Right, when he was reigning. I was listening to the commentary and Paulie Malignaggi. Shout out to Paulie Malignaggi. He's one of the realest dudes in boxing.
I could agree with that.
No, hands down, one of the realest dudes in boxing. But like, Paulie Malignaggi was like, yo, Adrien Broner was such a special talent at 130, 135. He said he was in the top 10 pound for pound without even leaving 130.
Right.
I was like, yo, when you think about that, that's crazy. He was dominating. He was putting everybody out.
He was putting everybody out, but that's when his power.
This before
his power overpowered everybody he fought.
Right. Yeah.
But the reality is,
you move up in weight, you lose power.
If you look at that, those fights, his knockout was the 1-2. 1-2 when he came over with that right hand. Whoop, landed, flushed. Oh, good night. Have a good night. I'm gonna get my check.
Exactly. I'm gonna get my check. You know what I'm saying?
But
Daddy brushed my hair. Remember the daddy brushed my hair?
I'm gonna keep it real with you. At the beginning of the fight, when I saw the brush come out, I was like, ooh, I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? But the reality is he didn't let his hands go enough.
Right.
And that's been Broner's problem in his last 2 fights.
Right, definitely.
He didn't let his hands go enough. If he let his hands go from the early rounds, in the first 4 rounds, I feel like he would have won the fight.
Right.
He would have got more points.
He definitely would have won the fight if he let his hands go from
100%.
First round on. He wins the fight hands down. It would have been
100%.
easy work for him, man. But like, shout out to Jesse Vargas, man. He
Hell of a fighter.
Hell of a fighter, man.
Hell of a fighter. Hard work.
One of the hardest working fighters in boxing,
Hard
man.
work.
He fought
Backed it up.
Saddam Ali. He fucked Saddam Ali up.
Knocked him right out.
He did him dirty.
Beat him up.
He beat him up, did him dirty. Then he moved up before Timothy Bradley. Timothy Bradley is he's one of the best at 147, man. So like Timothy Bradley, and he's a really dirty fighter, man. We're gonna get into that.
We're not gonna talk about that.
That's for another video.
We're not gonna talk about the alien.
You're right. We're not gonna talk.
You know what I mean? We're not talking about him. But again, like I said, both great fighters.
Right.
Jesse Vargas put the work in.
Definitely.
Hell of a fight. We're not taking away nothing from Jesse Vargas. I'm gonna be honest with you. I wanted Broner to win.
Yeah, me too. I wanted Broner to win that
because
fight,
I feel like
because it was a comeback fight. And he's good for boxing.
But I'll tell you this: if he would have lost the fight, I think his career is over.
I said that. I said when the fight got announced, when he was fighting on Omar Figueroa at first, because Omar Figueroa got hurt. I said whoever he fight Omar Figueroa, he ain't no slouch.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He got to bring his A game or whatever, but he has to win this fight.
100%.
He has to win this fight. No ifs, ands, buts about it, man. Like, who does Adrien Broner fight from here? That's the question.
All right, so
where does he go from here?
Wait, there's a couple of things floating in the air.
Couple fights.
So one of the things that I saw was
the Jesse Vargas rematch has to be on the list.
I think that's
a great fight. Everybody enjoyed that fight.
Okay,
that could definitely be a headline against.
Yeah, you can have a number 2.
Right.
A number 2. I think that you have a number 2 because it was a draw.
Definitely a great fight too.
But one of the I don't want to say funny, man. Like I said, I respect all boxers that get in the ring.
Definitely.
But one of the things that I saw was pretty funny to me. I saw an Amir Khan and Adrien Broner. I think that
you know, Adrien Broner call himself the can man. Anybody can get it. You know what I'm saying?
you know.
But Amir Khan, he's one of boxing's greatest talents.
I could agree with that.
Gotta give him that.
I could agree with that. But the man can't
die,
take a punch. He can't take a punch.
He gets hit, man.
I think
the last time I seen him take a punch and was able to stay and actually won this fight was when he fought Madonna.
Oh yeah,
he almost died at the end.
Of course,
but you know what I'm saying? Like,
see, the kid had excellent talent, fast, all that stuff.
That's the hands of boxing.
But listen, man, you gotta be able to take a punch. You gotta work out true gum.
Yeah, like you know what he should do? He should do that thing that Mayweather does, where he put the head thing on.
Yeah, but that's for your neck. That's for your neck.
He gotta do something.
No, he gotta do something for his chin. He gotta chew gum.
He gotta grow a beard.
He gotta get a super bubble.
Yeah.
He gotta, the super bubble.
Man,
right?
Get an annihilator or something, man.
Something, man. You gotta help yourself.
Definitely.
I think after the Vargas fight, I think definitely Danny Garcia, Adrien Broner will be hell of a fight for 147.
Right, definitely. Definitely. But you already know what Adrien Broner said. Danny Garcia is gonna have anybody want to fight, they're gonna have to come down to 140. 144. Catchweight. It has to be a catchweight.
So do the
because he's not trying to move up to 140, I guess.
But he's still gonna have to fight Danny. Danny's still gonna weigh. If it's a catchweight 144, fine. You do 144 catchweight.
Then go up.
He's gonna eat a million things before the fight.
Right, right.
Right back up in weight.
Man.
But the reality is, I think Danny Garcia has to be in that talk, especially with the Thurman.
Well, yeah,
thing out of here.
With the Thurman thing out of here.
Obviously, he probably wasn't gonna fight Thurman right now, but because we all know that
they just fought. Everybody calling Thurman out, but I think people we beat
100%.
Except for Spence,
right?
Earl Spence.
So I think that if Adrien Broner fights Jesse Vargas again and wins,
right.
I think his next fight, Adrien Broner should go fight Danny Garcia. I think that'll be good for 147.
Definitely. Great fight, man.
I think that'll be good.
Great fight. But
what do you think will happen though?
It depends on what Adrien Broner we get.
I think he's focused.
It depends on what Adrien Broner we get. If we get a focused Adrien Broner who's letting his hands go, then he's gonna be in for a fight.
I see it.
But if
he gotta let his hands go.
He has to let his hands go.
That's the biggest thing.
If he doesn't let his hands go,
biggest thing is that Adrien Broner.
Danny Garcia is definitely gonna win that fight.
I could say that.
If Adrien Broner doesn't let his hands go, he's definitely gonna lose that fight.
The thing is that, we all know Danny has power.
Right.
We all know Danny could touch him.
Definitely.
And Danny's not gonna. I don't think he's gonna go in there with the same respect that he had in his last fight against Thurman. After Thurman shook him up in the first round.
Right.
But
Danny Garcia just fought though. What do you fight?
He fought Bam Bam.
Bam Rios. That's a fight I didn't like. The one thing about
but he had to take that fight.
Yeah, he had no choice to take that fight. But the biggest problem that most people, the casuals and most people that watch boxing, they have a problem with Danny Garcia's resume. Like when he had the WBC belt, he was fighting a lot of, questionable.
Let's talk about who.
But that was Al Heyman, because it's Al Heyman, because he makes sure these fighters get paid.
They gotta get paid.
It don't matter who they fight. They can be fighting Joe Schmo.
And let's be real. Like boxing,
it's a business.
It's a business. And aside from that, if you jump out the window too early, your career's over.
Yeah, definitely.
Career's over. So Al Heyman protects his fighters.
100%.
You know what I mean?
Shout out to Al Heyman. That man single-handedly saving boxing.
Legend. But again, Danny Garcia, I think, could beat Adrien Broner in a fight. I think Adrien Broner would have to let his hands go. He would have to touch Danny early, and he would win. I don't
set the tone.
I don't think he can knock him out.
The only way Adrien Broner wins this fight is if he sets the tone.
I think he wins by decision. He's not knocking Danny out. I don't think so. I don't think he has the power to knock Danny out at one. Even if it's 144.
Nobody has not. I never even seen him. I did see him get knocked down. Thurman knocked him down, right?
Thurman shook his world.
I don't know if he went down, but I don't even think Danny Garcia's ever been down before.
But
I could be wrong, but I don't think he's ever been down.
The reality is
the only person I can see taking him down. Earl Spence.
Well, that kid is
like Earl Spence, man, because he does a lot of body work, man. He's real.
He's a beast.
Like he's an animal.
But
definitely an animal, man.
Like I said, man,
I'm glad to see Adrien
put the work.
Adrien Broner back.
That's the Adrien Broner
very entertaining, man.
Right, and that's the Broner that people want to see.
Right, definitely.
That's the Broner people want to see. That's the Broner I want to see. I was I wanted Broner to win, man.
Right, that's a fact.
No offense to Jesse Vargas, like I said, man, before. I just wanted Broner to win, man. I want him to come out, show improve, show he still has the talent. And because he put in the work, because we saw him put in the work.
Right, definitely. You know, we seen him putting in the work. He's working with Kevin Cunningham, man, one of the best trainers in boxing. He trains damn, what's his name, man? I forgot his name. The dude from St. Louis. That he came back and he fought Victor Ortiz. Devin Alexander. That's Devin Alexander's trainer, man. Shout out to Devin Alexander. He definitely beat Victor Ortiz. That drove some bullshit, but we ain't gonna get into that.
Yeah. That's.
But yeah, man. So y'all already know what it is. You already know it's ring talk, man. But before we end this video, I wanna let you guys know we have that Penny for Your Thoughts merch.
Get that merch, man.
We got the merch. You wanna reach out to us. You wanna have a conversation with us. You can see us. You can talk to us on our social media platform at PENNY_4YT. That's on Instagram and on Twitter. If you want to buy some merch or just, any inquiries about the channel, anything like that, you can leave it in the comments below. Or you can email us at p4yt2016@gmail.com. With that being said, we're keeping it 100 and not a penny less. Peace.
Can I offer you a penny for your thoughts?